You call it soul food. But its existence tore the soul and culture from slaves like me. You celebrate my suffering at buffet lines and at dinner tables dressed in Sunday's best. Call it comfort food. Seems you've come a long way from us, having to stash watermelons in cotton patches just to hydrate ourselves on days when the temperature far exceeded the heat of that hot sauce you sprinkle on your favorite dishes, and to me it's simple. You call it comfort food because you've gotten comfortable. You've adopted that big house mentality. And just because you're allowed to sit at the table now, and maybe you never had to feed your entire family off of 8 pounds of pork in a month, and maybe you never had your stomach turned over in knots because you ate meat that went bad weeks ago, and that sun is beating down on your neck, and that boss is beating down on your back, and the only thing you've got is these freedom songs about a heavenly father given to you by the same people that's giving you hell, and I don't know what hurts worse. This turpentine they pour into my wounds after they beat me, or watching you out of this tradition like it holds fond memories for me. Like I enjoy ingesting the entrails of any animal master saw unfit to cross his table. And what you call fine cuisine was survival for me. Know your history. Most African tribes pre-slavery ate predominantly vegetarian diets. Tribal drums ringing and the voices of the gods, our pots produced life. The aroma smelled like freedom. It smelled like kalaloo, kushi, and cassava. West African, Edu, Ethiopian, kaffa, and fufu. Think of my struggle. Think of me when you slice into that sweet potato pie, shackled at the bottom of that ship. And the only thing that can drown out the moans of lost souls is the creaking. I can still hear the creaking of that old wooden ship. Think about them throwing yams at our feet amongst the feces and disease. And it's so dark down here, you can hardly tell what you're picking up. And it's just enough for you to stand upright for a Charleston auction block to be sold to the highest bidder. Now I know that may make the sweetness in your candy yams taste a little bit more bitter, but listen, they force-fed us slavery, but we fought back. They force-fed us Jim Crow, but we stood up. They spoon-fed you welfare, and you sat down. You ungrateful bastards, you gave up on our struggle. We were so close to the promised land, and you sat down. Satisfied with the meager rations they've been trying to make us settle for since they pulled us off those ships. They say that oppression is a sense of being weighed down in body and mind. And isn't that the same feeling you get after eating a plate full of swine? You sat down. Now you can't get up. Got corrosion eating away at your insides. And it's no surprise that 4 of the 5 leading causes of death for blacks is diet-related. I guess when your Savior gave his life to save the soul, you took his example to literally stand up. Stop living.
Come on, baby.
Stop dying for your food.